George Mason. We both started our freshman year of college, so I actually went to the school George Mason, so it was really easy for me.
What do you mean? You still go there right now?
Oh well, yeah, but yeah, I am still at George Mason, but it was really easy for me because the drumline is actually part of the school. So a lot of the rehearsals were on campus, so I didn't have to go anywhere. Super easy for me. Jaden was local as well, right?
I was semi-local, but dude, I think the luckiest thing you had was reduced fees.
That is true. Mason students did get a little bit knocked off of the fees. I think it was like $150 or something.
Yeah, plus like being a vet, I think overall it's like I don't want to throw money out there right now, but I think any ensemble, I'm just gonna throw a number, but most ensembles are this way. So let's say like any ensemble you march is like 1,200. Not saying that's what Mason's is, but let's just say 1,200. And then being a vet, you get like $100 off. Generally, for most ensembles, you march, and then take off another what, like 150, 200 for marching at the school, I guess. Also,
Yeah.
sorry if you can hear that door.
Yeah, but it was pretty nice. Nice little perk. It's not like I definitely didn't go to the school just because of the drumline, but it was like a small little perk. For my high school brain, I was like, "Oh, I really like drumline. This school has a drumline. Guess I'll go."
Hmm.
But I mean, it was a perk for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely. Man, that's the one thing I really wish was I stayed more local, but honestly, you gotta go for your passions, you know? Like, I drove 4 hours there and 4 hours back every single weekend just so I can march Mason. Like, it wasn't even driving all the time. Like, sometimes I took a mega bus, which is like a bus that takes you back and forth. And then sometimes, I was fortunate enough to just be at home. So I live locally, like in terms of like with family, like 20 minutes outside of George Mason, and Lucas lives about what 20 minutes also.
Yeah, like 20 minutes.
But so I go to Virginia Tech, which is like complete southwest of Virginia. So if you got like if this is Virginia, sorry for the people that can't see it, right? And let's say like this is where George Mason is. This is where like what like CNU and like Virginia Beach is. And you got this like long tail over here. That's where I was. So imagine I had to drive all the way across, basically from like if we're talking about a triangle from like point A to point B, and then from point B to point A every weekend. So it was like 4 hours this way and then 4 hours back.
Yeah, it's seriously brutal. And there's a lot of people in drumline, or at least in world class groups, that have to drive a lot. Like I know people, or at least for that year at Mason, we had people coming from Delaware, Pennsylvania. It's a dude from Canada,
Oh
which
yeah.
is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I kid you not, like people will literally travel anywhere to march this activity, which is absolutely insane. Dude, there's even people who move just to march an ensemble. Like I
Move
know
to
of people.
Ohio.
Yeah, I know of people who literally move to March Rhythm X or people who move to March MCM. Like it's
Hmm.
it's insane what people will do, which is such an important thing to remember because like people are like, yeah, like, this factors into me not marching, but like if you're really passionate and you enjoy what you're doing, like I promise you, you're gonna do whatever it takes to march an ensemble. Like even if you get 1 year, I promise you, like just the experiences, it really is worth it. Like it really is true what they say. Like you really do develop as a person.
Hmm. I mean, it becomes a lifestyle for a little bit, at least. Those people that move out there, it's crazy because that's their life. I mean, they work during the week so that they can have their weekends. And then, like, pretty much the week is just working, doing nothing. And then on their weekends, it's like, oh, that's when everything really starts. They got their drum line, go see all their friends. And they do that for 4 or 5 years.
Hmm. Yeah, it's absolutely insane, man. Like I there's definitely been moments though where I'm just like I question myself. I'm like, why am I driving 4 hours to do this? Like there's so much I gave up to do this. Like I didn't join a frat, and I like was involved in school, but like only to a minimum, right? Because I didn't really have the weekends. The weekdays were filled with marching, or the weekdays we were filled with school. Sorry. So it's like, there wasn't much time, and that's really where I got my group of friends, was really from marching Mason. So
Yeah, you do meet like a lot of really great people there. I feel like one of the top things of doing drumline, especially just like any group you go to, DCI, WGI, the people you meet, they're like lifelong friends.
definitely. I mean, look at where we are, dude. Doing a podcast during COVID and kind of half-ass marching right now. So
Yeah.
so for a little bit of context, because we can't really talk about it much, but uh, GMU is partaking in putting together something for missing out on a season. So we're doing a whole virtual performance. So that's just what's going on with us right now. We'll be able to talk about it more, once our quote unquote season's over. But that's just what's been going on with us in terms of playing cymbals. Still, like, we're still like involved in the activity, but like from where we are right now, like there really is not much time left, which is kind of crazy.
Time flies. We are getting old. I mean, we're both we're both 21 now, so we're like about to age out. Things are about to be over for us if the age out stays,
Yeah,
which is another thing. I
dude,
mean,
I remember marching in 2018 like it was literally like a week ago. Like I remember this last season, like 2020 season, our Cowboy show, like it was just yesterday. Like I kid you not, it's like so weird how time flies. Like I remember pretty much every detail. I feel like
yeah, I
it's
mean,
just
it
insane.
takes up a huge part of your life because it's every single weekend for months. So I apologize for any noises going on downstairs.
Dude, is it your dogs?
Yeah, two rowdy little boys.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Oh my god, it's just so insane to me though. Like you think about it and it's just like, yeah, like I have so much time on my hands, but you really do not have much time.
It sounds sad when you say it like that. I mean, time really does fly. Once it's over, it seems like it has flown by. But
Yeah, dude, especially when we get cheated out our like back half, like what, like our 2020 season. Oh, so funny story actually. So our 2020 season, right? Teachers at tech were like, yeah, like if we don't go back to the way things are normal, we'll have like a backup plan. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? I was like, dude, I was so confused because I barely knew what was going on with Corona. I was like everyone else, completely clueless of what was going on. Only knew what I
mhm,
was told. I was like,
yeah,
huh, maybe something will happen. So we have Mason rehearsal, right? And I just remember that like something felt off to me. Like it just felt like this was the end. I don't know. Like we started our last run through, which really was our last run through. And I was doing it. I was like, I'm going to remember this one. I don't know why, but I just remembered it. And we did that run through. And yeah, that was it. It
the
was,
last one.
yeah, it's kind of crazy to at least be able to recognize that that was my last run before I even knew it was my last run. Like I think we found out like a week or two later that like season got canceled.
Yeah, because we had a show. We were gonna have a show in New Jersey, but there's all this stuff going on with that. Not even related to Corona. There was people practicing while they were taking like an SAT in the school, and then the school got really mad and they were gonna pull the show. And then they were gonna reschedule it, but then Corona happened. So all this was going on. We were just trying to figure out if we were gonna have that one show or not. We didn't even know that the whole season was gonna be canceled.
Dude, I didn't even know about this SAT. What happened with that?
Yeah, so we were gonna have the New Jersey show,
Yeah,
but then I think like some group was there practicing outside of the school and they weren't allowed to be because there was like a SAT going on. Either
gotcha.
SAT or like ACT, one of those tests.
hmm
But someone got mad, complained to the school, and then the school was in like getting all this trouble with parents and stuff like that. So then they were gonna pull the show, just like
Wow.
not have it.
I did not. Why did I not know that? I feel like I did. I don't know, dude. It's been so long.
There was a lot of stuff going on there. I probably got the story wrong, but something like that was going on. And then Corona happened. WGI made an official statement saying they were going to cancel the season, and it just ended out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. It's just so crazy though. From like just Corona happening to like where we are now. It's like our lifestyle changed completely, right? Because right, we've been doing band every week. It seems like every weekend, and then you got the summers, but like and like Lucas was gonna march Colts this year also, and
Yeah.
the thing is like it all just vanished. It was like Thanos snapped, right, and everything's
Yeah.
just gone. It's insane.
Yeah, we go from doing this activity every weekend, every summer, just like non-stop band, to just nothing. Just like just complete silence. You're just doing nothing all day, every day.
Yeah,
It was kind of nice, but it's definitely weird after having 4 years or 3 years of just non-stop band.
dude, the break was definitely needed, but dude, I've gained so much weight since COVID happened.
Yeah, we may be chilling a little too hard, but
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, hey, I mean, this break is awesome because like a lot of people were just like, yeah, like it's COVID. I'm gonna like, do whatever. But honestly, COVID is the perfect time to really like individually grow. Like there's so many people that are like, yeah, COVID's not real. So like they go out and like, I don't know, party or something like that. Like I know of colleges like early there was like partying and stuff like that, even like
yeah.
groups of friends like above 10 who would go out and like party. But let me tell you, like one, it's not smart. It's very stupid, right? Why would you risk in COVID? But also like I don't think people really realize what you could get out of COVID. Like there's so much opportunity. Like at least for us, it gives us an opportunity to start up this podcast and really see where we want to go with this. But I think the ultimate thing you need to think about is this is a time to grow, right? So if I wasn't like literally on the edge of my marching career, I would be using this time to really get honed in on all the little details of, you know, everything that's there with cymbal playing. like like I was saying, like I'd be watching YouTube videos right now. I'd be reaching out to people, even start building connections. Like there's so much you can do right now, but so many people just didn't take advantage of COVID, you know?
Yeah, and that's not to say that everyone should be grinding out during this time. I mean, this is impacting people in different ways. So it's definitely hard for a lot of people, but I think what he's saying is for at least for us, this was an opportunity to kind of pursue other things, get better at other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people found that too. Like everyone was baking bread at one point.
Yeah,
A
dude.
whole world of bakers now. Um, just a lot of people learning new skills, doing new things.
Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying like don't, don't not watch Netflix and stuff like that. I mean, don't go out and party. That is a no-no. But I mean
That is a
like
no-no.
seriously though, like really like get healthy. Like I know I'm saying that as I haven't worked out in forever, but like I'm saying like, fix your sleep schedule, like eat and like, like take a mental break. Just literally go watch some Netflix.
Go watch some Flip Up podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're giving it to you guys, So like here we are spitting knowledge right now. Like seriously. So, I mean, and that's the awesome thing about really starting this podcast is like we can now give our knowledge so people can literally beat the chase and not make any of the mistakes that we make, which is awesome. So,
Yeah, that's another reason we started this is we feel like we're kind of done with the whole playing aspect and the marching and all the physical work. We're kind of using this time to kind of spread our knowledge. We're giving lessons online now, helping people that way, and just trying to discuss the activity from what we've experienced and try and spread our teachings, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? We might March one. Like we have one more age out for DCI. Like this would be our age out, but like we have to like get our lives together. Which not saying our lives aren't together, but like especially when you have all this time away from the activity, like there's so many other things I want to pursue now that doesn't just revolve around this activity. I feel like for me, with where I'm at in this activity, I feel like I'm at a point now where I just want to give back more so than use these opportunities, like
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
would love to teach,
Hmm.
and who knows, we might march one more WGI in terms of DCI. Who knows? I think it's pretty done deal unless like we really have the free time, but and it also comes down to opportunities, right? And timing. But in terms of WGI, it's the same exact thing. We'll have to see. Like we've ran our course, we've done the whole marching deal. It would be nice to get one more season, especially since we're typically ending things virtually and we didn't really get to finish a
Yeah.
season. But it really ultimately comes down to really if our other passions come in the way of marching. But I still would love to get involved in terms of like teaching and stuff like that. So
Exactly. Yeah. I feel when it comes to marching, I feel like with the seasons I've had, I've gotten pretty much most of what I'd like to get out of it. If I were to keep doing it, it would mostly be just for the people. Like I said before, the people is just like really important thing with drumline. It's just the people you meet are. I mean, it's amazing to see them every single weekend or every single day on tour because these are like really close friendships that you get to make. But I mean, with the physical aspect and the marching around, I mean, I think I've gotten all that I've needed out of drumline in that aspect.
yeah. So have you seen the movie Cars 3?
No.
Okay. Then it's gonna be a bad analogy, but like,
You just go with it.
all
I'm
right,
ready.
bet. So like, Lightning McQueen, right? He's like, sorry, real quick. This is a spoiler if you have not seen Cars 3.
I think it's a
So
little late for anyone
yeah,
who
you're
hasn't.
pretty late. So I've
Yeah.
given you this opportunity, but basically, like, he's becoming this old car. He can't keep up with these newer cars, right? But it's not so much about like he can't keep up. It's more so that he's giving another car an opportunity. I feel like there's just so much less opportunity in this activity at this point, right? That like I really think that we would be more beneficial in other areas rather than taking all these opportunities, because I feel like also we're kind of prohibiting the growth of this activity. Like in terms of WGI, like to an extent, not really, because it's our like we come from like an ensemble in Virginia, which is now becoming really populated with
Hmm.
great
Yeah.
cymbal players, which is awesome. But aside from that, like DCI, like there's not many places left to march. You
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. A lot of lines are getting cut. It's really sad to see.
Yeah. I mean, we witnessed it. Like we both after 2018, we both planned to go back to scouts, but like it got cut and like it completely changed how we approached it. Like we were fortunate enough, to at least get one opportunity to march together, and I was fortunate enough to get to march another season, like
Hmm.
let me tell you, like the opportunity is so scarce for us that like Lucas actually gave me his spot at Colts so that I could march another year, which is extremely awesome, and I'm privileged that I was able to get one more season, because like as a cymbal player, if you can even march once, even if it's not even world class, like if you can get to march, like you really are something special. And even if you go for the goal of that, like it really is pushing this activity and the way cymbals are perceived. So
Yeah, there are very few spots out there. So it's really hard. I mean, I'm sure a lot of cymbal players out there know it's just really hard to make a group, especially the top ones now. And then when a line gets cut, that's 5 spots that you just can't have anymore. So then those people migrate, go somewhere else, and it's just really hard for people to make a line now.
definitely. Cool. Well, we kind of ended this off a little more on the downside, I feel like, but I think that will wrap it up. We filmed episode 1, episode 2 all in one go, which It's really awesome. So we have 2 videos out on release day. Today would be January 15th, but we're recording like a week in advance, which is kind of funny. So yeah, so we have these 2 videos out. Our next video, hopefully we can get someone, but like I said, we wing this. So like, if you want to be on the podcast, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram, or if you're into cymbal lessons, or if you want to get cymbal lessons, reach out to us at onlinecymballessons@gmail.com, where we're giving lessons. We got quite a few students right now who I really see much improvement, which is awesome. It's
Shout
like I
out.
was saying,
Yeah, shout out to them.
but yeah, cool. So we'll go ahead and end this one here. See you in episode 3 of the Flip Up Podcast.
Bye bye.